Hello and welcome to Further Together, enriching relationships, creating a better future.
Your friends here, Priscilla and Kudzie. Thank you so much for joining us on yet another episode on Further Together.
Yes, it is just by the grace of God that we are meeting again this week, and we are so honored to have you. If you are joining us for the first time, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in and coming by here. We hope that you enjoy the content that we do share tonight. And if you are a regular, we want to take this opportunity to appreciate you for coming back again and trusting the content that we do share here. Would you please share with friends and family so that they will benefit with what we are going to share tonight? Yes, connected. Elder Gabriel, it's good to see you.
Thank you for joining us.
Tonight is going to be a great night. And I want to start by saying the topic of hey, Mr. Ngwenya, how are you, big brother? Jabu JP, all the way from South Africa. It's good to see you. May I start by apologizing that we are not in our usual setup. We are in the car due to circumstances.
Back of the car.
Yeah, beyond our control. It's not influenced by Ed Sheeran's Shiva song.
No.
I like it, but that's not the influence. However, our topic tonight emanates from some of the discussions that we have heard as a couple, and also we have heard in coaching and mentorship dealing with other couple issues. I had a beautiful suit, which I loved so much, a checked or scotch, whatever you might call it. It was a very beautiful suit, very expensive for me. But unfortunately, Priscilla didn't like it.
No.
So anytime we are preparing to go for an event, I would pull out my beautiful suit and Priscilla would look at me and frown.
Yeah.
It took a lot of time for me to part with it. You know, there was an emotional connection between me and the suit.
Really?
However, I couldn't, put it anywhere. I had to give it to my father. And my dad, took the suit with all honor and he wore it. And my dad passed last year, and one of the pictures that I treasure so much is of him wearing that suit because it means a lot to me. But my wife had to push me to throw it away.
And let me tell you one thing. I really, really hated that suit with a passion. The only thing that I couldn't do, which 1 in 3 women do, is to bin. If they don't like their spouse's outfit, they secretly bin it. So one thing that I didn't do was bin it, but one thing for sure, I knew I would speak to you about it. I'll say, this suit doesn't really fit the kind of style that I think my husband should be wearing. And I must say that, I feel more attracted when you're in a particular kind of outfit and attire.
All right. So statistically, 1 in 3 women, they are likely to bin certain clothes of their husband if they don't like it.
Yeah.
However, there's a certain percentage that do not bin, but they do hide. So you look for a shirt, your favorite shirt, and they do hide it.
Yeah.
Now, to those who use washing machines, there is another percentage, I think 17%, who try to wash it so that they will either shrink it or stretch it so that the owner of that clothing will not like it.
Yes, and now there's another type that they will not bin it, they won't do all that stuff, but they will talk you until you give it up.
So it is against this background that we came with the topic of tonight, which is wardrobe wars. Fights that emanates due to our dress code, the way we buy things, the way we wear things, and sometimes even the way we do our hairstyle affects some of the things that we face as a couple. And I want to ask you a question: that if your spouse was given an opportunity to choose clothes for you for just 1 week, would you trust them that they will choose something that you do like? Would you also trust them that they are doing that from a point of love, not a point of control?
Yes.
If your husband was given the opportunity to choose dresses for you for the next 1 week or attire for you for the next 1 week, would you agree with them If not, why not?
Mm.
If yes, why would you? Is it because you trust them, or you trust their style, or is because they are good at, they are kind of controlling?
And I would say that for me, I had to come to the knowledge that sometimes when you would suggest a type of dressing for me, that you wanted me to wear something that I look attractive in. And I must say that what you think I look attractive in is not always comfortable.
Yeah.
And in most cases, it's not comfortable. And I think I've shared it many times that I'm not a dress kind of person. I'm not a dressy kind of person. I'm not very much comfortable in dresses. I love my trousers, things like that. And yet you are
I like dresses.
you love
I love
me in
Priscilla.
dresses.
I love Priscilla in dresses. I believe Priscilla got the shape. So if she's wearing the dress, for me it becomes, that's Priscilla for me. Of course, when you are going for those casual events, you can wear your trousers. But however, I would prefer 3/4 of the time for her to wear dresses.
And I'm not comfortable in
The
dresses.
issue of wardrobe wars is not only to just ordinary people, but even celebrities, they do struggle with it. Of late we saw Kanye West, and Kim Kardashian.
Sorry. Abigail says, must dress. The thing is, his type of dresses, they're not even must dressy. It's those kind of dresses.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
they are not those must dresses.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll reach there. However, what I wanted to say is the Kanye West, though he is a style freak, he's a designer, he reached a point whereby he looked Kim Kardashian and he said, I don't like the way you are dressing. So he kind of twisted the way Kim dressed. So if you look at Kim Kardashian before Kanye and during the days of Kanye, there was a difference in dressing. And he went on to say, I don't want you to dress like a prostitute. I want you to dress like a proper woman. Then there comes this issue of dressing, that when you are saying to your other half, I don't want you to dress this way, they have also to understand that it's coming from a point of love. My choice of dressing
is if it's coming from a point of love.
And to a certain point, to a certain extent, I'm looking at probably number one, the environment, because there are a number of things that contributes towards what I do dress. It could be the environment. Dressing in most cases is situational, right?
Yeah.
If in as much as you want me to wear a tie and a suit, to be suited and booted every day, my type of work doesn't allow that. Yeah. I'm more comfortable at work in tees, unless otherwise I'm going to host an event and I'm going for meetings. But after meetings, I have to wear my t-shirt. So it's one way as well of looking at things. However, this gender now, the female gender, are a little bit different from the way the male gender operates. And during this afternoon, I think we had a number of messages coming
through,
and
people sharing their experiences. And what I enjoyed the most is, sometimes, especially for us women, a lot of men were saying that we are tsunamis. So what we literally do is, when we get in those wardrobes, we can just take away anything that we feel like, I don't want my husband to wear this.
Yeah. I want to say this with all sincerity. If you come into my wardrobe, if I go and buy a shirt and that shirt looks nice for me, I can go. For now, I've got 3 white shirts, same size, same color. I don't care. I've got 4 t-shirts. If you see me, you think I have not changed. Same color, and same design, same size. So I can go in the shop and just take 4 t-shirts from the rail and I go and pay them. And I wear Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm fine with that. And however, Priscilla is not fine with that because she likes, changing. And all this.
I'm like, listen, if you're wearing the same, it's a different shirt, but it's the same style, it's the same color. It's like that man doesn't change to me. That's what it looks like. But obviously, you feel differently about it. If you love something, you don't mind going to buy 2 of the same trainers.
3 of the same trainers.
Because
I
you're
can do
comfortable.
that. Yeah. I've got probably, shoes which just look similar. Think about 3 pairs. If you look at them, you don't know which one. But I know, but she doesn't know. Why? Because for me, I'm just looking for something that makes me feel comfortable. However, the challenge comes when she doesn't like the things. And this is where most our brothers were complaining that if women do not like things because they have the upper hand when it comes to clothing, you are just told without apologizing that I don't want you to wear this. So no matter how much you like it, no matter where you bought it, how much it has been you bought it, or whatever the case is, she just say I don't like it. And if you keep on wearing it, it's going to be donated to the charity, or one of your uncle's visits. Then she just gets into the bedroom and say, oh, you know what? We have been thinking of blessing you. There is a suit for you. She's not giving that brother, that uncle, because she wants to bless her, but she wants to get rid of these things. So how do we deal with such issues where I have something that is more comfortable for me? It doesn't look good for you, but it's more comfortable. I'm wearing it because it's more comfortable for me. However, you don't like it, and before you know it, I come back from work or from where I'm coming from, then it's binned.
It is gone. Guys, do share your experience with us. We are mentioning stuff that we don't like. Like, I have clothes that I didn't like. And even now, they're saying things that I'm like, God, I literally have to pray some things out. Out of that wardrobe. I have to pray those things out. Why? Because I do not like them. But one thing that we want to highlight tonight is that, there are individual differences when it comes to the type of dressing that you as a person want to wear. We are aware that sometimes your spouse is speaking to you from a point of love and not from a point of control. And they want you to dress a type of way because they know what looks good on you. Like, for example, I was not a dressy person, and even now I'm not really a dressy person. But since you literally went one of the days and you bought 5 dresses, different colors, different types and all the stuff. And when I saw them, I was like, God, why did you get me dresses? Like, I'm not into these kind of dresses. But then, because I knew that you were doing it from a place of love and you wanted me to look good, I was like, let me give it a try. And the very first time that I wore that kind of dress, the compliments that I got, people telling me, oh, wow, you look good. You look amazing. Where did you buy that from? How did you choose that dress? And I then realized that your taste was actually good from the compliments. So sometimes it took the compliments from outside people, but when you used to tell me, I was like, nah, this is not gonna work.
I also want to say this, that when I brought those 5 dresses, one of the very expensive dresses among those, which I loved so much, Priscilla didn't like it. But because
I still haven't worn it.
She haven't worn it. I mean, it's almost close to 2 years now. But because I'm not trying to dictate to her, I'm only introducing a style.
She says the lovely. Yes, one of it was the birthday dress that I wore.
One of the dresses
on a normal day I wouldn't wear that. I wouldn't wear that kind of dress.
And I saw Noreen Goronga. She was commenting here. One of the dresses that you were saying you want is one of the dresses that I bought.
Yeah.
So my choice is in that. Yeah. You can see, boss. You have to remember that you are my first choice. So when I'm getting to dresses, I can do that because I managed to get you. So getting where we are going is it's not every time that I'm telling you what to dress because I'm jealous. Number one. Number two, because I want to dictate. I know, however, that there are some cases whereby somebody will say, don't wear that dress because if you go out, all men will be looking at you. So they try to make you look old, to make you look ugly, so that because of jealous. So if it's coming from a place of insecurity, then there is a problem. You have to see.
Needs to be dealt
with. There has to be intervention there.
Yeah.
On the other hand as well, if you are dictating to your husband that you have to wear this one, then there is a problem.
There is,
Yes, because what you are only doing is you want to introduce you're telling me your preference. And your preference, I can accept it and I cannot accept it. So
Yeah.
when you are giving me your preference,
Mm.
be careful that I may not accept it. Why? Because dressing is personal.
Yeah.
There are certain shirts which I cannot wear because they make me remember things that happened back in the day, and they haunt me. There is a certain color that do haunt me.
Yeah.
So even
Yeah.
if my
Yeah.
wife says this is good, we're going to, I'll tell her, babe, just for the sake of my childhood experiences and all this stuff, this one I'm not wearing.
I know, and so much of it, we are still working on it. I have my past as well, and there are certain things that I'm not comfortable wearing based on where I'm coming from. And I think we get to heal, and we get to be better and evolve if we can share those experiences. Things like, in my own case, I shared to you that wearing shorts, this is what it makes me feel based on my past experience. So because we all are coming from different situations, there's certain things that you don't feel comfortable in. Why? Because of what you've been through. So having that dialogue where you can then seek to understand, why does probably you went to go and buy, like he went to buy 5 dresses, and of those 5, I've worn 4. The one, I didn't wear it, and I'm not gonna wear it. And I did tell him that, what, I'm not gonna wear it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But because it's coming from a place of love, you did not dictate and say, why are you not wearing this dress? This is the most expensive of all. So you're considering your spouse as well. And it's not just about what you like. Because you like a certain style, then they should bow to what you like.
And if your spouse is wearing something that you do not like, and they're about to go out,
Yeah.
be careful the way you share your disliking.
Yeah.
There's this way that most people say, they just look at you and say, oh, you look like a ghost in that dress. In as much as I was going to change,
yeah,
but because you are no longer talking about the dress, but you are now crushing me. You're
crushing the person.
It's now the person.
Personal thing now.
It has become very personal.
Yeah.
So if you do not like something that I'm wearing, if you do not like something that I have brought in, be it a shirt, a trousers, a pair of shoes, or it's hairstyle, there is a better way of saying this rather than just crushing me. Because the moment you say that, if I feel that, look here, it's now we are in a battle now.
You want to even do it more.
Yeah, because it's a war, isn't it?
Yeah.
So where there is a war, I have to also offend. I also have to defend.
Yeah.
So instead of me to accept what you're saying, or instead of me to consider that, I will also look at you and say, look at, you also look like a dog standing on the bin with your hairstyle. Yeah, because it has gone beyond the issue of you sharing with me or trying to mold me. You are instead of you to mold me, you are crushing me. So the moment the other person feels attacked, then they'll start to they'll first defend, then they'll also want to attack.
And it is very important to make sure that we are aware and conscious of our choice of words, because sometimes you want your spouse to dress a certain way, you want them to look better. Why? Because they are representing not just themselves, but they are representing you as well. But how you put it across really determines the response that you're going to get. And some of the things, I must say that you will never get to that point where you like everything that your spouse likes when it comes to dressing or hairstyle. I know there was a time when you had your hairstyle, only God knows where that was coming from. Like,
midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis. That's true.
Yes.
You will get to those stages where you just feel like, let me just put a little shade here. Let me do this. And I was just looking at it like, I started off asking you like, oh, babe, is this the new thing now? And you are like, yes. And the way you were showing me that you really feel this kind of hairstyle. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, my Lord, And eventually, he grew out of it. And only just yesterday, we were talking about it. And I was saying, oh, babe, do you know that hairstyle of yours? I was not into it. And thank God you grew out of it.
Yeah, now it becomes very difficult now because I'm the one who is wearing the hairstyle. So unless otherwise you wake up during the night whilst I'm sleeping, then you use a barbing machine to trim the hair. However, there are certain moments where you cannot do that. But I used to wear a skinhead, potato style. So if I come home with bald through and through and it's not your thing, there is a way of you saying it.
Yes, let's go on to the comments.
Minister Rumbizai says we need to come to the realization that we are a team, not enemies. Yeah, we are a team. However, how would you feel if the other team is taking your lovely t-shirt and your lovely shorts and they're hiding them or they're donating them to charity without your consent, without me knowing? You take my clothes and you hide them or you donate them. I don't know how you feel out there, but you know, some of these clothes, I like one lady who said, and one of our guys on Iron Man, he said, some of these clothes, they have sentimental value.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at it, I'm not looking at it just to you, you are seeing an ordinary t-shirt. But to me, it reminds me of great things. It has a value that is very different.
And I know we had like our engagement outfit. You know what? For you, it took you long to let go. You still have it. You understand?
I had to hide that shit because Priscilla didn't like it in the house. So I took it, I wrapped it nicely, and I went, you know, right underneath. I had to hide it. Why? Because
I kept looking at it, and I'm saying, listen, we've engaged. The engagement is over. We need space in the wardrobe. So let's get rid of these things. And I was saying that we are never going to fit in those clothes again. But like what we're mentioning, that some things are of great sentimental value. To you, it was the outfit that I wore on my engagement.
Not only that, the way I bought it from Zambia, and the way it came into my hands, it's a long story. So for me to just take it and chuck it in the bin, it doesn't make sense.
Now Elder Gabriel says you can only smile. Just smile sometimes. Don't take it so deep and so personal. But these issues are so real. And one of the reasons why some people, we are not encouraging this. And don't now go and say, okay, I'm going to raid my spouse's wardrobe. I'm going to throw away things without their consent. Because I must say, it's not respectful to do that. It's not respectful to throw away someone's personal things without their knowledge. Do let them know that, you know what, babe, I think this, you know, we need space. Because sometimes spouses are doing it because they want to free up space.
Yeah, but don't find space on the things that you see me wearing, you know, type it again.
Yeah, but some of the
because
things
you've been saying, because you have been saying, you know, I don't enjoy this t-shirt.
But some of the things you're not even wearing them. Some of them they are just taking space.
It's what it means.
Or they are waiting for you to lose a couple of pounds before you then think that you're going to fit in.
But the truth being said, as a man from the male gender, we do not have most of those things. We have, you know, probably one simple same style, you know, those few colors and all this stuff. So if you see me, you may not like it, but sometimes love do compromise. Hear me and hear me well. Sometimes love do compromise. I have this t-shirt, you don't like it. But because you love me, sometimes, you know, bear with me on this t-shirt and these pants, you know, my quadro. Bear with me on that quadro and these pants. I love them. It's only this one. You know, I haven't committed adultery. I have not murdered. I have not robbed a bank. And yet you treat me as an outcast because I'm wearing this t-shirt you don't like. Gentlemen, I don't know how you take it out there.
Yes, let's read comments. Abigail says, your body is no longer your body. According to the Bible, your wife has control over that. Your wife has control over your body. But also, that being said, when it comes to dressing, let's understand the difference. Let's understand that sometimes the person is not comfortable in whatever style that you want them to wear. And we are aware that styles and dress codes can change based on so many factors. age is one of them. Probably you found your spouse, they were wearing short skirts. We hear this a lot, you know, a husband saying that my wife used to wear shorts, you know, short skirts, and now since I married them, they are wearing very long dresses, you know. And the husband is like, what attracted me to you was those beautiful legs, and now everything's hidden. So age does contribute, religion contributes as well.
Weight.
You know, weight contributes. You know, my husband says to me, moments when I'm putting on weight, you says to me, I know that you're putting on weight by your type of dressing. Like I would tend to go for, you know, leggings, you know, all those
the stretchy
kind of things. Yeah, so all of those things can come into play, and the comfort itself. There are certain colors like lingeries. You are quite different.
Yes, I'm very colorful, and you're
very colorful.
Yeah.
And I'm not a colorful person like that, you know, but we have to then reach a point of compromise where you are happy, you are comfortable with what your spouse is wearing, even though you feel like, oh, okay, I would twist it a little bit.
Yeah.
And both of us, we should just be able to compromise.
And I like the point that Rob is bringing here. You know, just let everyone be. Let them be who they are.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is not to change the other person.
Yes.
I think if we are trying to change the other person, we will miss the point. We have to respect difference, and we also have to know that, you know, being different is a blessing.
Yes, the uniqueness.
That uniqueness is needed.
Yeah.
So if you are going to tell me to say, if you're going to speak to me about my dressing, don't speak to me with the idea of changing me to be like you.
Yes.
You know, you love me because
of the difference.
So let's respect that difference. However, there are certain areas where probably because of what we used to do then, we may have changed. Now we are going events, and you feel like, okay, at these type of events, they do not warrant you to go in your golf t-shirt. Then you might also encourage me to look for something that is more nice.
Encouragement.
Encouragement.
Yes.
It's encouragement.
Yes, because
don't hide it. Yes. Don't take it and put it in the suitcase and send it to Africa without me knowing.
And also, don't just say because that is who your spouse is, so you are not going to encourage them to do better, you know, because sometimes you might just want to, there are certain people, they want to show up even when it's a wedding. They just want to show up in their shorts and tees and all of that stuff. And you know, you are each other's brand.
Yes.
And we both have to represent.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in a position where when they say, where's your husband, I just use my, you know, my elbow to say that one over there. Why? Because you're not representing well. So we have to do it from a point of love, and we have to do it in a way that encourages. Speak to your spouse. Why do you want them to change? Do you want them to dress a certain way because of your
social media, like what people
social media,
peer pressure?
Yes. Or is it coming from a place of love, whereby you can look at the shape of your spouse's shape and you can say, this kind of dressing looks good on you. And that being said, again, you don't have to stop them or dictate what they wear.
Yeah,
let the choice be theirs.
I remember, you know, a long time ago, I said to Priscilla, you have to tell me the reason why I should change this dressing, because I don't want you to make me you know, dress like that other boy whom you were in a relationship some time ago. Your ex. I'm not your ex-boyfriend, so don't make me dress like your ex-boyfriend. So I have to understand why. Do you want me to modernize, or why do you want me to change my dressing? Study says traditionalism and modernity clashing. I agree with my friend Bayana that we just need to learn to
let individuals be. Women, what are you saying? It looks like men are just saying, let men be men. Let us just dress however we want it.
No. These men are not saying let men be men. They're saying let individuals be. So if you, I don't mind you wearing your hairstyle, which is going this way and that way, and I come with my, you know, my bowlie with my t-shirt, and we're working together. That will never, we'll remain a husband and wife. people will say husband and wife walking here.
Oh God.
However, it becomes a serious issue if you are putting me under pressure, and I'm going to this wedding, I'm going to this event, and I'm wearing a suit, I'm sweating, I have these formal shoes, I'm struggling with them, and I'm the whole confidence is gone. I'm looking nice, and everybody will saying, boss, you look sharp, boss, you look sharp, and yet I don't have the confidence in those things.
And I think it becomes worse when you then say to your spouse that, look at what other women are wearing,
comparison.
Look at what other men are wearing. Then you start comparing your spouse, and telling them that, nowadays people don't dress like that and whatever. Then again, it becomes an attack. Don't compare your spouse. If you have a certain dressing that you're encouraging them to try, because to be honest, sometimes we don't want to step out of our comfort zone. And I would say this because I was one person like that. I didn't want to step out of my comfort zone. Trousers are comfortable for me, dresses aren't. And because you were encouraging me to try out a certain type of dressing, and since I tried it, I was like, whoa, this is good. So sometimes let's not be rigid. Let's, try certain things, but say it from a place of love and not wanting to control your spouse.
And Auntie Mary says, meet halfway, compromise, and be accommodating. I know she's my brother's wife. She's my brother's wife, and I know that there are certain colors which my brother doesn't like, and I remember there's a certain shirt which she brought, and my brother had to take it back to the shop and say, no, I don't wear these type of colors. And the good thing is they reached a compromise to say, okay, if you don't wear this, how about this? Because I also like to see you in this type of a dressing. It's now, we are now, reaching a consensus. It's not, no, because I bought it, you have to wear it. When I'm wearing my own lovely shirt, I'm coming out, you look at me and say, oh, are people still wearing these shirts in 2020? That's an insult. There is a better way of saying it. If you say to me, are people still wearing this type of attire in 2022? I'll tell you what, I will go to the shop and I'll buy more.
Millions.
To show you that, yes, people are still, unless otherwise you're saying I'm no longer a human being, I'm an alien. But so let it all be done with love.
Yes, and being accommodative of one another. And Abigail says, eyes have no limits, guys. Let's just dress well to avoid meso.
To avoid lasting. That's true that we that's true that we have to dress well to avoid lust. However, we also, whatever we are going to do, let's respect difference. We are two different people who are living together, and we have to seek a point of reference where I become myself and you become you. Yes, we can be. We can. Look at. We are all wearing gray, but I like a bit of highlight. Priscilla likes it, a little bit lower. And we may not like all like gray. It's okay. Minister Rumbidza, I think the delivery is very important. Yes, the way you deliver the message is quite important. May we close by saying, be careful to abuse your partner in quest of sharing your preference with them. Be careful to abuse your partner as you try to share with them your preference style. The way you say it. Like I said, you look like a ghost, you look like an alien, you look like somebody who has
like
just
Baba, you look like an old man.
Yes. The moment you do that, then you are attacking me. And if I feel being attacked, then I'll fight with you.
And do not bin your spouse's clothes without their consent.
Don't bin, don't hide, don't give them out without their consent.
Absolutely.
In as much as giving is a good thing, give yours, don't give mine. You are a good giver, then give yours.
Give yours.
If I want to give mine, I'll give mine. Oh, come and speak to me before you speak to that guy. Oh, there's something which you want to bless you with. Mine. Go and buy and bless them if you like them so much.
And don't give your spouses without their consent. Homework.
Homework. I just want you to, we would like to encourage you to sit down with your spouse and ask them the following questions. Question number 1. What are the 3 best pieces which you like in my wardrobe? Ask your spouse, what are the 3 best pieces or piece of clothes or the 3 best pieces in my closet, in my wardrobe, which you like? Number 2, what are the 3 worst pieces
in your eyes?
In your eyes, which are in my wardrobe. So the 3 best pieces that Priscilla likes and the 3 worst pieces that Priscilla likes. When we know that, I will then, because these things are already in my closet, I will then try to put efforts here and there to wear these things because they make her feel good. Why? We are talking of intimacy here. So intimacy, and it doesn't start in the bedroom, especially sexual intimacy. The way I'm dressing outside, if it turns you off, when you get into the inner room, into the inner chamber, it will be difficult to stir you up. So let's also reach that compromise, considering and knowing that we are creating intimacy in what we are doing. So your dressing is also another thing that contributes towards intimacy.
Yes, guys, so there is homework. If you need to confess, if you feel the need to, go and confess and say, sorry, babe, I've binned your clothes before and I'm not going to do that again. And we are going to respect differences. And if there's any way that we can deliver in a very positive way, if you don't like something, deliver it in a positive way.
What more shall we say apart from saying thank you so much for giving us your time, which is your precious possession? For me and my beautiful wife, we are signing out. Don't go and fight.
Next week, guys. We meet next week.